ようこそジャパンフェア2021へ。Welcome to Japan Fair 2021. My name is Yu Ugawa. I am the Master Coordinator at Kimono Art. We are very excited to be able to connect with you all virtually. Today, we'll be showing video presentation on Japanese traditional festivals and children's kimono. After the presentation, we'll have time for questions. このセミナーは録音しております。プレゼンの間はカメラをオフにし、マイクをミュートにしてください。また、このセミナーの無断録画、撮影、配布は禁止されております。よろしくお願いいたします。また、ご質問はチャット欄にご記入してくださいね。よろしくお願いいたします。
Hello, welcome. My name is Hannah, and I will be the translator during the presentation. A quick reminder that today's event will be recorded. During the presentation video, please have your camera off and mute your microphone. Do not record, copy, or distribute the seminar, and it would be great if you can write your questions or comments down in the Zoom chat. それでは VTR スタートお願いします。
ゆう先生の着物レッスン、宇川ゆうでございます。本日は料理研究家の赤澤貴子さん、服飾研究家の三田内恵子さん、お二方にお越しいただきました。端午の節句にちなんだ旬の食材の紹介、そして男児の着物についてお話しいただきます。それではお楽しみください。
My name is Takako Akazawa, culinary researcher. I advocate mental and physical health from various angles, such as cooking classes and lectures. What is Yakuzen, medicinal food? Yakuzen is to balance the seasonal food or ingredients that are suitable for the body, enhance the natural healing power, create a body that is less likely to get sick, and fulfill the natural life. We appreciate the seasonal ingredients from the area and enjoy them. Tango no Sekku offerings. Tango. Tan means beginning. Go means May of the lunar calendar. Homonym. Go means 5 in number. Go and go, that is, May the 5th. Sekku means seasonal festival. Sekku offerings. Sekku offerings are originated from the fact that at the turn of the season, the offerings, food and drink, are dedicated to the celebrations of the festival. No special rules for the food to eat at the Tango no Sekku. It is good to prepare lucky charms that children will be happy with, such as sea-bream, auspicious fish, shrimp, yellowtail, successful fish, bonito, homonym of katsuo, is strong male, straight bamboo shoots, red rice, cakes, and so on. What are seasonal ingredients? We Japanese have lived with gratitude for nature, with the 4 seasons. While receiving the blessings of nature, enjoying life and being grateful, there were also festival events and offerings. We also would like to know about this and pass it on to our children, next generation. Of nature. Katsuobushi and kelp soup stock are gifts from the sea. Freshly cooked rice, pickles, and warm side dishes are megumi, gifts from the land. Seasonal vegetables and fish are delicious and nurturing, and they prepare our body and mind. Bamboo shoots represent the taste of spring, and they have a detoxifying effect to remove waste products and toxins. Since bamboo grows straight, it is a representative of foods that wish for the right growth of children. Kashiwa mochi cake. Kashiwa has been regarded as a sacred tree since ancient times, and it has the characteristics that old leaves do not fall until new shoots emerge, which means continuous prosperity of descendants. Then, Kashiwa mochi cake has become a food suitable for Tango festival. This is a custom unique to Japan, which was born during the Edo period. Chimaki is originated from a historical story in China. In order to memorialize the poet of the country called So in ancient China, sticky rice wrapped in special leaves was put into the river in May the 5th. And this is the start of Chimaki. Chimaki was introduced to Japan during the Nara period. How to make Chimaki? Let's wrap it in sasa, broad leaves of bamboo. The contents are not necessarily sticky rice, but also sushi, bamboo shoot rice, onigiri rice, and so on. Now it's done. My name is Keiko Nitanai, the chairman of Kyoto Kofu Preservation Society and director of Showa Kimono Lovers Association, where they collect and display kimonos. And I hold lectures with the hope that others who do not know about kimono understand the importance of kimono and how it has changed throughout the course of Japanese history, while understanding the traditions and thoughts behind it. I have also published a book which explains in depth of history and how Japanese people have raised children. In Japan, there are many traditional holidays that celebrate the growth of children. The reason for having many celebrations and festivals is because in old days, children in Japan used to have a short lifespan, as the environment where they live was not well. Many children died of smallpox or the plague, and of course antibiotics were not so widespread as they are now. Therefore, they wished for growth of children and celebrated the joy of their growing up so far as well. Tango no Sekku is one of 5 traditional ceremonies. These 5 annual ceremonies are called Gosekku, that is, 5 Sekku. 5 Sekku includes Jinjitsu, which translates to People's Day, celebrated on the 7th of January. They celebrate the creation of humanity. Number 2, Joshi, which is the girls' festival, celebrated on the 3rd of March. People decorate their house with hina dolls and pray for their daughters' good health and growth. Number 3, Tango, which is boys' festival, celebrated on the 5th of May, to pray for the health and happiness for boys. Number 4, Tanabata, which is the Star Festival, celebrated on the 7th of July. This came from Chinese folk tale. There is a tradition of writing wishes on strips of paper and hanging them from branches of bamboo. Number 5, And lastly, Choyo, which is the chrysanthemum festival, celebrated on the 9th of September. The month of September in the lunar calendar was a time when chrysanthemum flowers bloomed. These flowers were considered to bring longevity. Here is a celebration kimono for a boy. Please look at these beautiful and elegant colors. If you take a look at his haori, a short coat for a formal kimono, you will see that both lengths of his kimono and haori have been adjusted by sewing according to his height. This adjustment of the length is called miyage in Japanese. Japanese kimonos are typically made large from the beginning. As children grow older, they can keep adjusting the length and width of the kimono so that they can wear for a long time. This adjustment of the shoulder width is called katage in Japanese. The color balance between the kimono and the haori is wonderful, especially the vibrant green colors with this season as we enter summer. Please take a look at this kaku-obi. This is custom dyed and reversible. These kanji characters you see on the obi represent longevity and to celebrate long life. It is very simple but beautiful. The hakama is dyed from a white cloth called habutae, which is a very flexible and soft fabric. This yellow and black striped zebra-like pattern is very eye-catching, and it expresses bravery. Kimonos are typically passed down within the family, from parents to their children, grandchildren, and so on. You can see this family tradition in family photos. Now we'd like to show you the Miyamairi kimono, which is the kimono for visiting the shrine. In Japanese tradition, when a child is born, they will need to visit the shrine to pray and hope for the health and growth of the child. Baby boys visit on the 30th of their birth month, and baby girls visit on the 31st of their birth month. When visiting the shrine, traditionally, the grandmother on the father's side of the family holds the baby with its urugi. But nowadays, it doesn't matter who holds the baby. The sleeves are called daimyo sleeves, where the sleeves are open, not sewn up, on purpose, and its reason will be explained later. This himokazari is the string decoration with red and white threads. This decoration is meant to protect the child from the evil spirit. Now back to the reason why the sleeves are not sewn up but kept open when newborn. It is because as the children get older, at the age of 3 or 5, these open sleeves will be sewn up to make a kosude kimono. As the children get older and become adults, these kimonos can be renewed and resized so that they can wear kimono for a long time. As you see today, kimono has a significant tradition regarding the growth of children and family. Kimono is not something you just wear only one time. It is considered as a family treasure, as it is passed down from generation to generation, connecting the family as it gets passed down. Thank you for your time today.
VTR いかがでしたでしょうか？子供の成長と健康を願う親心が着物を通して見えてきましたね。それではご質問があればお答えいたしますので、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
This concludes our video presentation. Tradition of passing it down, you can see the parents' desire for growth and health of their children. So now at this time, we would like to open the floor to answer any questions. We might not have time to go through all, but we will definitely look through and answer any that we can. All right.
そうですね。ご質問が来てます。その中から、そうですね、鯉のぼりについての質問が来ています。はい。鯉のぼり。
七五三の大人の着物から子供の七五三に変えれますかっていう質問が入ってきています。
はい。変えれます。着物っていうのは、一旦こうほどいたら一枚の反物になります。一枚の生地になりますね。それからまた仕立てると子供さんのお着物になります。
So, the kimono can actually be, you can sew into different parts, and through that you can resize it. And so the answer would be yes. From an adult kimono to a children's, like let's say for shichi-go-san, you can readjust, and resew to fit the size.
先ほどのVTR にもございましたけれど、子供の着物っていうのは大きく作って、こう肩見上げ、それから腰見上げをして調節します。だから、お父さんの着物、お母さんの着物、はい、仕立て直して着ることができます。便利ですね。
So she said that you can adjust the shoulder area and also shoulder and waist. Yes, the waist. And you can cinch it so that it's readjustable that way.
はい。
All right. If we have any other questions.
ちょっと面白い質問。映像のバックに美しい鯉のぼりの絵のお着物がありました。日本では端午の節句になぜ鯉のぼりを飾るのでしょうか。色や、何かこう言われがあるのでしょうかっていうことですね。そうですね。鯉のぼり、どうして飾るの？これは子供の成長を祈って飾られます。鯉の形をした吹き流しがあります。目的は家族の中の男の子の立身出世やから、野球よけっていうのかな、そういう意味がありますね。
So there's a question regarding koinobori. In the video, I think in the video presentation we showed, there was in the background a koi fish kimono. And so there was a question regarding why there is koinobori and why it is used as decoration. So in Japan, we put a koi fish decoration called koinobori outside the house specifically for Boys Festival. This is to symbolize praying and growth of children. And the purpose of koinobori is to wish success for the boy in the family and protecting him from misfortune and any evil spirits.
鯉のぼりに、黒い鯉のぼりと赤い鯉のぼりと、それから下に青やね、緑の鯉のぼり、鯉が泳いでるんですけど、黒い鯉のぼりはお父さん、赤い鯉のぼりはお母さん。で、青や緑の鯉は子供を表しています。はい。
So the colors of koinobori decoration are black, red, green, and koi fish with this decoration. The black koi fish represents the father, the red represents the mother, and the blue and the green represent children. So this is actually kind of outside on like a pole, kind of like a flag.
そうですね。鯉のぼりにも、親心っていうのかな、子供が成長してほしいなっていう気持ちが現れて、日本の文化って素敵ですね。はい。他に何かございますか？子供の着物、どんな色やパターンに人気がありますかっていうのご質問ですね。子供の着物なんですけれど、女の子はお花の柄が多いですね。で、可愛い柄。そして男の子はこう、和紙とか鯉とかこう勢いのある着物が柄がありますね。
For kids kimono, is there a popular design or color patterns that are popular right now? And so she said that for girls, a lot of flower patterns are very popular. And then for boys, fish and
eagle
to kind of represent strong strength.
そうですね。色ですね。色っていうのは、女の子は赤い華やかな明るい色が多いですね。で、男の子は、ちょっと凛々しく黒地に、描かれてますね。が多いですけど、最近はちょっとカラフルになってきてます。ブルーとかグリーンとか。はい。
Sorry, I would like to re-emphasize what I just said about the pattern. I think I got a comment that my voice is a little distant, so I'll be a little more loud this time. But the pattern is, or the question we had was for children's kimono, if there are popular patterns or colors currently. And so Yu Sensei mentioned that the girls' kimono, the flower pattern is very popular, and for color is red or pink. And then for boys, typically it is like a eagle or a koi fish to kind of represent strength. And there's no specific colors that boys or girls need to choose, but like I said, for girls, red is very popular. And for boys, green or blue is popular. I hope you all can hear me.
他にはどんなご質問が来てますか？そう。
I'm sorry, just in case if you didn't hear my translation version of the last question. There was a question earlier regarding koinobori and why it is used, why it is decorated. So in Japan, we put a koi fish decoration called koinobori outside the house specifically for boys' festival. And this is to symbolize praying for the growth of children. And the purpose is to, like I said, to wish success for the boy and the family and protecting him from misfortune or, any evil spirits. And this is actually decorated. So like I said, outside the house, but kind of like this, if there was a pole, it would be strung like kind of like a flag. And the colors are always the same. So it has black, red, blue, and green koi fish. And the black represents the father, the red represents the mother, and then the blue and the green koi fish represent the children. It's kind of like a koi fish streamer.
ご質問が内容でした。ちょっとこちらから、七五三、そして、子供の節句って、節目節目にお祝いしますよね。どうしてだかお分かりですか？節目に。
Sorry, we're looking through the questions. So for, yes, please.
はい、すいません。子供のね、着物で、節目節目にお祝いしますよね。生まれたお宮参りに行きます。七五三、十三参り、成人式。どうしてでしょうか？
So she actually has a question for the crowd. And regarding, so in the presentation, there was, many different celebrations for the children. Let's say, Jinjutsu, the Renri Festival, the Boys Festival, the Tanabata, the Star Festival. So she asked, why do you think there are so many for children?
それは、昔は子供の成長っていうのがなかなかスムーズにいかなかったんですね。それはなんでかって言いますと、今はワクチンであるとか予防注射、そういうので生まれた時から子供が守られてるんです。でも昔はそういうのがなかったので、子供がちゃんと成長してくれますようにっていうので、節目にお参りしてお願いしてます。
Alright. So the reason why we have celebration children in the old times, there with children had a very short lifespan, as in the environment they lived in, and a lot of diseases. There were not like this time any vaccines or great medicine to cure. So the main diseases were like smallpox or the plague. But so therefore these celebrations kind of represent the wish for growth of the children, and kind of having joy for growth so far as well. So all these the children is born and then they're 3 years old, 5 years old, 7 years old, up until when you're 20. There's all these celebrations to kind of be happy for your children's growth.
子供の幸せと健康と願ってますね。いつでも親心として、はい、伝えられています。それと、着物は親から子へ、子から孫へとつながる、家族の愛ですね。
Yes, so like I said, it's just a lot of the motion of wanting to see their children grow. You know, at the time their lifespan were very short, so it's to pray that their children become wise and.
で、日本の着物っていうのは先ほどもありましたように、こう、一枚の着物ですので、おばあちゃんが、おじいちゃんが着られた着物を子供の着物として、またサイズ直しができるんです。で、サイズを直して、代々伝わっていきます。だから、美術館なんか行きましたらね、本当に古い着物ありますよね。それも皆、親から子から孫へと伝えられた日本の文化だと思います。
So the big tradition of these celebrations and the kimono that the children wear is actually passed down throughout family to or through generation. It is through generation. So as you saw in the presentation, it goes, you know, the grandmother or grandfather will be, you know, passing down that specific kimono and resizing it, readjusting it by resewing everything, and it can be used for children. So she mentioned if you go to a museum, you'll see really old kimonos, but that can also still be readjusted to any of the events that we mentioned and be passed down through generations.
とても素敵ですね。で、着物には、伝統工芸品っていうか、着物の一つの着物のパターンの中にいろんな意味が含まれてるのね。それと、それから技術。例えば織物、それから染め物。そういう技術を見るのもまた楽しいですね。
So for each kimono, there are many different ways to sew, to put together, and they all have special meanings within that as well. So not all kimonos are made the same or made the same exact, you know, patterns. So that's also kind of an interesting way to look into kimonos and see how different within generation and also just within the type of kimonos.
で、着物のパターンで一番よく知られるのが、松竹梅、松から竹から梅の花があります。はい、
So there's three.
松、グリーンね、パイン、パイントリー、
Okay. So
バンブー、で、梅。それはね、松竹梅と言って、おめでたいから。
There is three different kind of meanings within kimono. So she's mentioned as shochikubai. And so there's the matsu, which is kind of like pine or bamboo, I think. And une, which is plum, and the pine as well.
だから本当に着物の柄を一つとっても、例えば子供さんの柄について言いますと、兜で兜わかりますか？端午の節句に兜飾りますよね。甲冑って、はい。で、それはやっぱり、勇ましく育ってほしいっていうところから来てて、昔のお侍さんの、 格好っていうか、大将ですね。お侍さんの一番上のトップの、ね、大将の、甲冑が飾れることも多いですね。koinoboriもあれですけれど、はい。
You know, each celebration there is a symbolized decoration. So like we said earlier, the koinobori, there is koi fish decorations, but for one of, you know, Tango no Sekku is another one. And that is used, the decoration they use, excuse me, is a samurai helmet. So that's also just a different kind of way to represent and celebrate and decorate as well. So I think we have about a few more minutes. So if there are no other questions, sorry, we went on and on about the slides or the presentation, but
他に何か来てますか？
Sensei, would you like to show everyone what you're wearing? 今日着てるなんか着物。
これは、はい。今日は夏の着物を着ています。でもこの度のプレゼンテーションは単語の節句についてのプレゼンテーションなので、子供たちがいかに元気で丈夫に育ってくれるか、そういう親の願い、そして男の子は勇ましく健康で、はい、元気が一番ですね。今ちょっとね、なんかこう元気がないちょっと時代なんですけど、やっぱり子供は元気が一番。たくさん食べて、元気で、よく笑って、遊んで、楽しく過ごしてください。
So we would like to end our questions at this time. I think we only have a few more minutes, so oh, 先生たちのお着物を少し見せてください。
あ、そうですか。花は今日は浴衣を着ています。この
ちょっと立って。はい。
で後ろは蝶々結びに結んでいます。私はすいません。こっちかな。はい。こういう帯を今日は簡単に帯を結んでいます。こんな感じですね。夏ですので、浴衣、着物の帯結びがこう難しいっておっしゃる方は、へこ帯、本当にこう、ちょっと花立ってる。巻いてるだけなんですね。巻いて、ここに蝶々結びをしてるだけなんです。
So for these, this is called a yukata. This is different than a kimono, what I'm wearing today. Hope you can hear me. But yeah, because if you wanted to just simple tie, you can just knot it like that. But anyways, we're kind of running out of time, so we will end our questions. A quick little information about kimono art. We offer Japanese weddings, kimono rentals, dressing lessons, and kimono photo shoots as well for events such as the stated today, like shichi-go-san or anything of those events, as well as wedding photo shoots as well. So if you're in the Seattle area, or we also have that in Kobe, Japan. So if you're interested for more details, please feel free to visit our website. at www.kimonoart.org. I think I can have someone put the link in the chat below just in case, but www.kimonoart.org. And also, please visit the Japan Fair website for more information about the live stream videos and Zoom seminars.
本日は皆様ご参加ありがとうございました。いかがでしたでしょうか。ジャパンフェアにおける皆様とのつながりに感謝をし、来年はアメリカ・ベルビューでお会いできますことを願っています。また、コロナ禍が一日も早く収束することを祈っています。ジャパンフェアでは、ライブストリーミング、ビデオ、セミナーをやっていますので、ホームページへのプログラムをご覧ください。今日は最後までお付き合いいただきまして、本当にありがとうございました。Thank you very much for participating. We are grateful to connect with you all through Japan Fair and I hope to see you next year at Bellevue. Thank you very much. 世界をつなぐ Japan Fair!
Thank you. ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。